Welcome to GHSS Kuthuramba, the online class. Our first chapter is structures and pointer. So this note start with a question actually. Write a C++ program to read details of two students, register number, name, total mark and display it on the screen. So we have learned CPP program in last year. So based on that information we have written the program. You know the first line is hash include IO stream, that you know, using namespace std in domain. Then the variables we are declaring into m1, m2, reg1, reg2. m1 for the mark of the first student, m2 for the mark of the second student, reg1 to store the register number of the first student, reg2 to store the register number of the second student. Then char name 1 of 20 to store the name of the first student, name 2 of 20 to store the name of the second student. Next statement DC out slash and enter register number, name and total mark of first student. We are reading in the variable register number in reg1, name in name1 and mark in m1. Similarly we are reading the register number and name and mark of the second student. Then we are displaying the same thing. Name of the first student is name1, register number of the first student is reg1, mark of the first student is m1. Similarly, we are displaying the details of the second student. Name of the second student is name2, register number of second student is reg2, mark of second student is m2. Let us see the output of this program. So when we are running the program, the first thing will appear is enter register number, name and total mark of first student. So we are giving values 7932 as the register number. Then the name is Raju, we are giving space here. Then the mark is 1200. We are pressing enter here. You have to press enter key here. It will ask the register number, name and total mark of second student. So we are giving the values 7933 is the register number, then a space, then the name is Mary, the mark is 1198. The output displayed is the name of the first student is Raju, register number is 7932 what we have given, then the mark of first student is 1200. Similarly we are getting the output of the second student. Okay. Now when we analyze this program, actually we are storing the information of two students. So the first student, the variable needed is reg1, name1, m1. Okay. Similarly for the second student, the variable needed is reg2, name2, m2. Okay. So in this program actually the variables related to one student is scattered. For example, for the first student the variables needed is m1, reg1, name1 of 20. These three variables are in separate location, but it is related to a first student, a particular student. Similarly, m2, reg2 and name2 are the variables related to the second student. And these variables are declared in separate location. So we have to organize this information in the correct way. That is our task. So read the sentence. In the above program, these variables are not well organized. It will be better if we can organize related variables of a student under a common name. We want to organize the details related to a student in correct order under a common name. For this purpose structure is used. So we are learning a new concept called structure. For the use of structure, it is used to organize related variables of a particular entity under a common name. Here we have taken an example as a student. Okay. So first we are writing the program, then we will be discussing its details. Okay, let us rewrite the program using structure. So the program begins with the hashing load IOStream using namespace std, that is as usual. Then look at this statement. We are learning a new construct called struct. It is a keyword, struct. Small letter struct, struct student. So we are defining a structure called student here. Okay. So that for that we are using a keyword struct. Struct student, then opening brace, int reg, semicolon, char name of 20, okay, in DM, semicolon, then we are closing the bracket and putting a semicolon here. So this part is called structure definition. That means we are creating a structure called student that contains three variables, related variables, reg for storing what? Register number, name of 20 for storing the name of the student, and what is the use of m? To store the total mark of the student. So these three variables are grouped under a common name called student. So this part is called structure definition. Okay. Now look at now we are writing int main as usual in our program. In every program there will be a function called main. Then what is the first line? Student s1 comma s2. Look at here, student s1 comma s2. So here we are declaring two variables s1 and s2. So what is the data type of s1? Student. What is the data type of s2? Student. So what s1 will contain? S1 will contain reg, name and m. Similarly, what s2 will contain? S2 will contain reg, name, m. This three variables. Okay. So S1 is a structure variable, S2 is another structure variable. So this statement is called structure variable declaration. Now what we are doing? We are displaying a content. See out, enter register number, name and total mark of first student. C in greater than S1 dot reg. Look at this. S1 dot reg, that means the register number of the student variable S1. So S1 dot, we are learning a new operator called dot. S1 dot reg greater than S1 dot name greater than S1 dot m. What is the use of dot here? Because this members are related to the student variable S1. Okay. So dot operator is used to access members of a structure. Okay. Similarly, enter register number, name and total mark of second student. But we are using s2 dot reg, s2 dot name, s2 dot m. Okay. So here we are learned three concepts actually. Here it is structure definition. This is structure variable declaration, and here we are using dot operator to access each variable of the structure. Now we are displaying the same thing. Name of first student is s1 dot name. Register number of a student is s1 dot reg. Mark of a student is s1 dot m. Mark of second student is s2 dot name of the second student is s2 dot name. Register number of second student is s2 dot reg. Mark of the second student is s2 dot m. So in this program, structure, we have used a structure. So what is the keyword used to define a structure? Struct. Struct is the keyword used to define a structure. Then we have learned another thing. Dot operator is used to access members of a structure. Okay. So we have written the same program in two ways. The output are same. Here we are using normal variables, separate variables. This program we have rewritten using structure as given in this program. Okay. Now we can learn the definitions of structure. What is structure? Structure is a user defined data type in C++, which is used to represent a collection of logically related data items under a common name. Logically related data items under a common name. A structure contains different types of data item which are logically related. The elements in a structure are also called members of a structure. Okay. Why is a structure contains different types of data item which are logically related? What is the meaning of that? Look at the structure. In the structure student, we have three variables. Here reg is the data type of int. Name is a data type of character. It's a character array. So integer is one item. Another item is character array. Another item is integer. Different data type. They are grouped together. That is the meaning of that sentence. Okay. Now, what is the next point? A structure is defined in C++ using the keyword struct. The syntax of structure definition is given below. Syntax you have to learn. First you have to use the keyword struct. Then you have to give a structure tag. Structure tag is any name. We have given student in the example. Then you have to use an opening brace. Then data type, whatever data type you need, int, float or something like that. Then variable 1. Next data type variable 2, etc. Data type variable n, semicolon. You have to close this brace and put a semicolon. So this is the syntax of structure definition. And example you have seen. So this is an example. But define a structure student with a register number, name and mark. So int reg. We can also give reg and now whatever. The data type is int. Char name of 20. Int mark or m. You can use m or m mark, whatever the variable name you can choose. Okay, here I have used mark. Then we are closing the opening brace. So we are closing the brace and putting a semicolon. So this is an example of structure definition. This is the example of structure definition, and this is the example of, this is the syntax of defining a structure. Okay. Now another question. Define a structure book with book ID, name, author name, price. When you got a question like this, first you have to think what will be the data type book ID. Book ID means 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 1 like that. So it will be integer. What will be name of the book? That will be character array. Author name, that means the person who wrote the book. That will be character array. Price will be normally it will be a float data type because there will be point, for example 199.50. So look at the answer. Struct, we have to use the keyword struct. Then I am using the tag name here, book. Okay, you can use anything, but here the related thing, tag name used is book. Struct book, opening brace, into book underscore id. This is the first member in the structure. Okay. Second, char b name of 30. We have given the size 30 here. Char author of 20. Float price. Then closing brace. Then a semicolon. Okay. Another question. Define a structure date with day, month, year. So a date contains three variables. Day, month, year. So there are two answers here. Answer 1. Struct date. Structure the keyword. Date you have given as the tag name. Opening brace, int dd, int m, int yy. There are three variables. The three variables are of the type integer. Okay. That is one way. Another answer is struct. I have used the tag name str date. You can use any name here. Okay, this is just a tag name. Str date. Opening brace, int day. Day is int data type. What about month? Month is a character array because you can use January or Jan, Feb. March, like that we can give int year. So structure can be defined by differing the data type here. The data type of the month variable is character array. So both answers are correct. In the first answer, month data item is integer data type. In the second answer, month data item is character array string. Okay. Next, define a structure student with the admission number, name, group, fee. Another question. So here what are the members? Admission number, name, group, fee. So the answer is struct. The tag name used is student. Members are first one int adm underscore n. Adm underscore n. Char name of 20. Char group of 30. Group, what is the use of group? Commerce, humanities, science, like that is a group. Plot fee. Okay.